So y'all might not know this because I made this in a community post and didn't make a video about it yet, but I have suspended development of normal videos on Fate Seal Magic. And it's not because I'm stepping away as a content creator or need to take a break or whatever, but it's because the automation software behind my channel is in pretty desperate need of an upgrade. So I actually have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes when I am streaming, and I'm showing you a little bit of that here. So this application that you see on the right-hand side is the stream controller. And I've got a bunch of buttons along the side here, and when I click these buttons, I can either remove cards from my opponent's hand, or I can double-click them to add some in. This system is something that I have developed over the past couple of years. It's a lot more complicated than just this tool, and there's a lot of other tools that I use in order to do things like make animations in the background and, you know, the eyes spinning and stuff consistent between editing videos and streams. So I don't just take a stream VOD and chop it up, because if I did that, then the music and the animations would be all chopped up too. So there's a whole system that I use to make it so that I can chop up a VOD while still keeping all that stuff consistent. I have an entire setup here that I can use to build a thumbnail from a template. So for example, I just fill out a form along the side of this web page here, and I can literally just build a thumbnail in like 20 seconds. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes with editing as well. That's a lot of tools that I have created that allow me to edit videos in about maybe 10 minutes. If the video is a little bit favorable, probably takes a little longer if I have to do a voiceover. But still, like, I've got a really good system for getting content out quickly and consistently. But my problem is that this setup is just a bunch of random stuff that I have made ad hoc just as I've needed it, without a real sort of plan or consistent like platform. And as things started to gradually break, or as I needed to make updates to the tools to do more things, I realized that what I was doing was not sustainable. So I decided that I needed to take a break from content creation and work on the setup. This is where this tool that I am making comes into play. This is the Litbrown Creator Assistant. It is a program that I'm writing by hand, no AI, and it is designed to meet the very specific needs of Magic Online gameplay content creators who run channels similar to myself, to take a lot of the heavy burden of these tedious tasks like editing and managing thumbnails and descriptions and stuff like that. The goal of having this application is to give time and energy back to creators so they can do the creative aspects of their job. The purpose of a machine is to do work so that people can play. And I am creating a machine that does the work of running a Magic Online gameplay YouTube channel so that I can play and do the things that I actually enjoy about doing this job. Eventually, I will be licensing out this tool to be used by other creators, but it's still very much a work in progress, and it was taking up so much of my time between creating this new version of the tool and trying to manage the workload of a YouTube channel using an old tool that I had to patch up as things went wrong. I just decided to focus on creating this tool just on its own. So it is going to support creators through the entire life cycle of creating content. So the schedule tool will allow creators to easily set up a streaming schedule and share that wherever the heck that they want to, as well as making automatic broadcasts for YouTube, setting up your streaming schedule on Twitch so that your subscribers or followers on Twitch get notified properly. It does a whole bunch of stuff, or it will once it's finished. The multicast tool is going to allow creators to record videos and stream across as many platforms as they want simultaneously. This is going to be the equivalent of the tool that I showed you earlier with the little cards along the side. It'll allow creators to manipulate their stream overlays in real time and allow those changes to be captured in the resulting video. The edit tool is going to help creators edit their videos. It will have some auto editing capabilities using parameters that creators set, and it will also assist them in doing manual editing where they need to. The thumbnail tool is going to be something similar to the one that I showed you, except, polished and refined for use by all sorts of creators and not just my own channel. It will help you create thumbnails according to templates that match the creator's theming for their channel. And this render tool is a really powerful feature. It will, once it's finished, allow creators to just take a bunch of random raw video files or projects even from the edit tool and just let the computer handle the work. The computer will render the video, it will do a quality check, it will upload, and it will notify subscribers, post to social media, stuff like that. This is a pretty decent approximation of the content creation lifecycle for, I think, a decent number of content creators in this space. And it is my goal to make this tool flexible and powerful enough to meet the needs of basically any content creator who would want to make Magic Online gameplay YouTube videos. I want to stress that AI will not touch this program in any way. AI does not write my code. I write it by hand, just like the olden days. And AI is not present at all inside of this code. So there are no agents in here. There's nothing that is going to just take a prompt and generate a thumbnail. If you want a thumbnail, you are going to have to input a template yourself. And that creation of that template is what gives creators that freedom to make things the way that they want. So that is really exemplified by this configure tool that I'm going to launch here. You'll see that it has got a lot of different connections with a lot of different platforms. This list is probably going to get longer as I find more relevant platforms to connect to. For example, you could connect to Patreon, but I'm pretty sure I'd want to also support Ko-fi. YouTube is already kind of the integration that I'm going to be testing first. I already have my YouTube channel connected to it, but you could refresh your connection if you wanted to do that. But what I'm going to explore is this settings tier and one of the ways that LCA helps creators keep content organized. So you as a creator might want to make more than just gameplay videos. You might want to make, for example, on my channel, I have gameplay videos for leagues. Occasionally, I'll do a tournament when I have the availability to do that. But I also have made lesson videos. I've made band reaction videos. And I've made the occasional new set review. So if a new set has a card that fits into a deck that I like, I'll talk about it a little bit. And there are options to just create content series that allow you to put out multiple different types of content. So if I wanted to create a band reaction series, then I could pretty easily do that. Now, again, keep in mind that this is still very much a work in progress. There's a lot of stuff in here that I have not filled out yet, but there is a lot of stuff that I have filled out. So if I'm wanting to make a league gameplay video, I can create a variant for that, which involves having a default Magic the Gathering format, and I can put an entire description for the variant in here, and I'll go ahead and do that. So I've included the little snippet of text on Lantern Control that I include in all of my Lantern Control video descriptions, and you'll see why I did that in a little bit. There is a section here for information on outputs. So any one project can output a video, but it can also output 0 to however many streams you want to output. And it also supports clip generation from your videos. So you edit a stream down into a video, and then you edit a video down into one or more clips. And these all have their own settings as well. So you can release videos or streams or whatever to the general public, but you can also hook in your channel membership tiers into the configure tool here, and it will release videos to the members that you say it should be released to. So for example, I have a membership tier called Anger, which is the tier that receives all of my early access videos. So I would be releasing my videos to the Anger tier, and then they would go public later on. And you might notice that there are a bunch of weird kind of symbols in these titles and descriptions. That is because you are not creating just a title for a single video. You are creating a template that the program will then use to automatically generate titles and descriptions for you. And there is a little help section here to help you build a template if you really need to. So for example, I could have a hook for a video. It's separated from the rest of the title by a pipe character. Series name is League, and it would be number, whatever the number for the video is. And variant name, we already know that, is Lantern Control. But if you make more variants, then those automatically get plugged in here in MTG format. So an example title could look something like what you see highlighted here. So you wouldn't need to create this title every single time. You could just put, oh, say, for example, the hook here. This combo was crazy in this example. And the program would just generate the title for you based on the template that you gave to it. This gets a lot more powerful when you consider descriptions. Descriptions for these sorts of videos need to have a lot of information in them. Ideally, you would love to have deck lists, links to purchase cards, affiliate links, maybe a list of equipment that you use to create videos, links to support you on Patreon, Ko-fi, or wherever you want to receive money. And having a description template makes this a lot more possible to do. So as an example, this is a template for a description that matches the videos that I make. In fact, this is very similar to the template that I have input into the tools that I used to use making videos. Each description starts with a little blurb to get people to click on the description. There's a little bit about how the deck works, which is this variant description variable, which, if you remember, is typed in here. So this is going to get automatically put in. There is a section on the deck list in the video, and I'll get to that more in a little bit. Timestamps are automatically generated and applied. And then you can just put whatever the heck else you want in your description. I put a link to all of my socials and attribution. So all of the various software programs that I use are all listed in the attribution section of each of my video's descriptions. The great thing about this is I no longer have to make descriptions manually. I just kind of type in the description hook and everything else is generated for me. Now, the deck lists are an interesting wrinkle in making descriptions. You'll see this once I actually get into showcasing the scheduling tool, but LCA will automatically pull your deck list from Moxfield, put it in your video description, and eventually, in addition to making a link to Monopool that has your referral code in it, I'm going to be able to support links to other card providers or merchants or whatever, and you can attach your affiliate codes to those. And in fact, let me go ahead and enter in my affiliate code for Monopool right now, and I will show you a little bit about the scheduling tool. So this scheduling tool is designed to help you build a schedule. So you can choose what series you want to start a multicast for. Remember that a multicast is a recording session plus any number of streams. If you're streaming, you can choose what membership tier you're streaming to, and this does have a default that you can set as well. Let's just pretend for my first league I don't want to stream anywhere, and I can add a URL to a Moxfield deck list here. Next up, I'll go ahead and create a public stream. Let's choose a time which I would like to test this out. And let's go ahead and assign it a hook for the title. And I went ahead and filled out the rest of this form. I know some folks like to put multiple different deck lists into a single video. Think the basement battles that Bosch and Roll likes to do with Eco Baronin. And I've got support for that as well. So let's go ahead and generate a preview of the schedule. The scheduling tool is going to go to Moxfield. It's going to read these deck lists, scrape them, and put them into the project file that it's generating right now. And you'll notice that I've now got a stream schedule. This stream schedule is generated by a web page. It's a built-in asset to the LCA program, so it comes stock with this asset that generates the stream schedules. But in the configure tool, you can tell LCA to use one of your own assets. So what that means is you can hook in your own web page that creates a schedule that is more in line with what you want your channel schedules to look like. Just as an example of the capabilities that this program has, you can make a stream schedule that looks like this. This is the stream schedule template that I use for my own channel. So let's go ahead and make a title for this schedule and some testing notes. And let's go ahead and move to publish this schedule. Now, this is where the real power of this tool comes into play. It will automatically generate titles and descriptions for every single stream that you've got going on. Notice that there is only one stream in the stream schedule. It's because, remember, the other one that we put in there was just a recording session, so there's not going to be a stream for it. But eventually, this entire thing will be filled out. Again, work in progress. This is the YouTube integration. It will have a task for scheduling live streams. Eventually, I will have tasks for Twitch to schedule live streams there. If you are an affiliate or a partner, then that will be able to just happen automatically. And there will also be options to share on social media. So, for example, there will be a task to share on Twitter, share on Reddit, share on Blue Sky, share wherever you want, really. If you have ideas for other platforms that I should support, just let me know and I can put them in. And I can either choose to stage the changes or unstage the changes. I'm going to choose to stage them so that they actually fire off. And let's go ahead and finalize and publish. And this is going to schedule the live streams on YouTube. And in fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the results of that work. And sure enough, it has created a test stream. So let's go in here and yeah, just like I said it was going to be, the title is generated according to the template that I set. The description is generated according to the template that I set. There's a link to the deck list that the stream is going to be using. Oh, in fact, this stream is using multiple deck lists. So it is going to have all of that in there. And in fact, it looks like the link for this one deck is alone 810 characters. So that's probably why the description is getting cut off, because it has a hard limit of 5,000 characters here. So I'm probably going to introduce some sort of URL shortener service or something like that to make it so that you don't have to worry about that limit so much. But sure enough, if you take this link and you copy it and you paste it in, which is the equivalent of clicking on the link if you were in the description, then you get put into Mana Pool, and it adds every single card in the list into your cart. And it also includes your little affiliate code that you put into the tool earlier on. So I've actually had someone do this. If someone clicks on that link, buys the cards from that automatically generated link, then you get a kickback from it as a creator. Oh, and look at that. It's even set up for the time that I told it to be set up for. So hopefully I have been able to showcase a little bit of the power behind this Creator Assistant program that I am working on. It is far from complete, but I will be releasing videos on the progress of this program every single time I hit a major milestone like this, where now I've got scheduling done. Next up, I'm probably going to be working on either the multicast tool or the thumbnail tool. Both of them, there's arguments for either one. I could also work on scheduling and add some more platform integrations. So I could add in that support for Twitch and Twitter and Reddit and Blue Sky and that sort of stuff that I was talking about. There's a lot more to be done, but I will keep y'all informed as to how it goes. Thank you very much for watching this. I appreciate it. I know that this isn't the Lantern Control content that y'all usually come in to watch. I am going to get back to doing that. But I also think that this program really has the potential to become an industry standard. I think that using a program like this, creators could fairly easily release 7 videos a week instead of 5 videos a week, which is the normal, while also just having more time to, you know, be family members and do fun things and even come up with ideas for different kinds of content if that's how they want to spend their additional time. So I am going to be working on this, and I will let y'all know if anything fun and crazy happens. Oh, and one more thing. Under the posts section of my channel, you can start keeping track of my progress. I will be releasing a progress report on how this program is progressing once a week. So if you don't feel like waiting for a video to come out, then just check the post section on my channel. I release one of these updates every Saturday, and you can check on me there. All right, thanks everybody. I appreciate all of you. I know that this isn't a typical thing for a YouTube channel to do, but I see some amazing potential on the other side of this, and I really want to do the best that I can to fully realize that. So yeah, I will keep y'all in the loop. Have a great day, and thanks for tuning in.